Hey, good looking. Thanks so much for joining me today. Today I will be featuring for you guys, bringing to life a palette that is actually designed by a makeup lover who loves to bring her illustrations and dreams into palettes. I am going to be bringing to life a palette that Angela Collinson, and she's better known as Doodles by the Bunny on Instagram, a palette that she has named Blossom. So if you guys are interested in seeing some up close, personal, in-depth swatches and a tutorial on this look here, then just keep watching. Today I'm collaborating with my good friend Kelley Rettenberger at Keep Beauty Real, and I'm going to go ahead and link her channel up here for you guys so you can head on over to her channel and see how she uses her single eyeshadow collection to bring to life this exact palette, Blossoms. So Doodles by the Bunny is a makeup lover and an artist, and she likes to design palettes that she would love to own. She says that she oftentimes uses the formats of palettes that are already existing. For example, the Urban Decay Naked series or the Anastasia Beverly Hills 12 or 14 pan formatted shadow palettes. I am featuring today and bringing to life, using some of my single eyeshadow collection, a palette that she has designed. So thank you so much to you, Angela. It's your idea and your inspiration that has helped me to put some single eyeshadows for my collection together to feature this palette. All right, let's get into the swatches first before we get into the tutorial. So let's get into the shade names that the Blossom palette has, and then I will tell you what shadows I use to bring the palette to life. So for the shade Bloom, it's that first upper left hand corner shade, I feature Summer Magic by Sydney Grace. The next shade is Flourish, and for that I use Siesta Key by Coastal Scents to bring that to life, and it's kind of a satin matte shadow. So I felt that I kind of interpreted a beautiful satin shimmery color to be featured with the shade Prunus that later shows up in the palette. To bring to life the shade Flowering, which is a beautiful peachy shade, I used Coastal Scents' Peach Brew, and that's just a matte peachy toned color. It's just really vibrant. It's what I used in my transition area. Now, this is where it gets really fun. I brought to life the shade Blossom using Andromeda by Terra Moons, and I found that to be a beautiful, shifty pink iridescent multi-chrome that really best kind of gave the palette a pizzazz, you know? I really enjoyed it. So next up is the shade Japanese, and for that I used one of my Glam Shop shadows, and I don't know Polish, so I apologize, but I won't be able to say the name. And that was a creamy, beautiful, it's kind of a pinky red. It's got a lot of shimmer in it though, and I found that to be a beautiful fit. The shade Bud, which right now I'm looking right in front of me at a tree that is budding, has the same exact hue, shade, color, everything. So Angela really made this Blossom inspiration come to life. I used the shade Boss by Looxi Beauty, and I found it to be a beautiful, rich, vibrant fuchsia magenta shadow that just really captures the, I think they're pear trees. They're budding right now. I don't really know much about, I'm not a horticulturist. So the last shade in the first row is Prunus, and I chose Makeup Geek's Time Travel. For that shade in particular, it was kind of a turquoise, dark, deep blue, and you'll see by the swatches, it's not the most pigmented shadow that you could have. It's very rich, but I feel like it best gets shown its vibrancy when you actually apply it to the lid. But I do have a video that I'm going to link up here, and it is the 4-pan mini eyeshadow palette by Makeup Geek that's going to feature this shadow in there, so you can take a look at that if this Makeup Geek time travel shadow is of interest to you. So first shade on the bottom row, Spring. I brought that to life by putting in Sydney Grace's Fairy Tale, just a really creamy, rich baby pink shade that I thought fit the palette really well. For Petal, I used Sydney Grace's Secret, again a very rich baby pink shimmery shade for this particular shadow. Then for Sakura, I'm not sure how to pronounce that actually. I chose the shadow by Makeup Geek's rebrand, and that is On Wednesdays, and it's kind of more of a purple mauvey pink than it is a purple, but it kind of really fit in to bring a little bit of purple, a little bit of cool color to the palette. I thought that really brought to life the Blossom palette. Then for the shade Pollen, love all the shimmery shadows. I chose the shade Gimme Glow's Pink Lemonade, but I had a lot to choose from. This is probably one of my favorite types of shadows, is the pinky orange base with the gold, you know, the icy gold reflect, you know, the family of duochromes. I love them. I love them. And Gimme Glow's formula is exceptional. I have Pink Lemonade, and then I have another shadow by them, and it's in their Summer Vibes palette. It's not coming to mind right now the name of it, but it's very similar, only it's more orange, and I try to stay more on the pink side, so those would be equivalent, and I thought both of them were beautiful. I looked through my Looxi Beauty shadows, and I found like Doll Face, Baby Girl, those were all kind of really beautiful shadows to work with as well. But with the texture from the Terra Moons shadow, I found that I wanted to keep it a little bit less texture. I wanted something a little bit more shimmery when applied, not so much like a topper or iridescent, you know, textured shadow, and less sparkle too, and Andromeda would give some sparkle. Okay, so for floral, I chose Looxi Beauty's Habanero. Beautiful, a little bit trending on the burnt orange side, a little bit trending on the peach side, I feel like. Very, very beautiful, very creamy. I know that Looxi Beauty gets talked about in the realm of, you know, multi-chromes, dual-chromes, shimmers, and the like, but realistically, their mattes are a-okay in my book. So if you're looking to put a Looxi Beauty order in, you would not be disappointed if you picked up some of their mattes. They are beautiful. Cherry, none other than Divina Cosmetics Janae. So creamy, so buttery, so fantastic, and so pigmented. I cannot say enough about Divina Cosmetics, and I felt that Janae brought to life the Blossom Palette's fiery fuchsia pink that you sometimes see in some of the flowers in spring. So awesome color, Doodles by the Bunny, and awesome shadow, Divina Cosmetics. All right, lastly is Tree, and for that I chose Makeup Geek's Give Me the Dirt. I felt like the shadow on the palette was more of a burnt reddish brown, and I chose a shadow that was just really, really rich brown, but it kind of trended more purple. I interpreted that, but I think if I had to go back, I might choose a warmer, rich, like almost like a terracotta brown if I had to go back and choose. Okay guys, let's go into this look right here. But before that, if you're finding value in this content, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And if you're hopping over from Kelley's page, hi, my name is Kendra Morgan Official, and I put out content weekly centered around single eyeshadows, makeup brushes that aren't Morphe, and sunscreen. So if you like that kind of content, then make sure you subscribe to my channel. And let's go ahead and get into the tutorial. Refer 01 and taking Summer Magic and just buffing that all over the crease area and kind of more or less setting my eyes. Peach Brew, buffing that into the transition area slash crease area. And then just bringing it up and over. Next, with the Refer 02, I would like to add just a little bit of Bloom Blossom definition. So taking that shade from Looxi Beauty Boss and putting it into the outer third of the eye. Then also taking some of that Boss and just buffing lightly underneath the eye. Add just a little bit of definition. All right, let's dip into some Give Me Glow, the Pink Lemonade shade, and just pat that all over the eye. I want to try the Refer 28 and see how well that works for just... Yesterday when I used the palette, I had quite a bit of fallout when I used the MAC 242, so maybe with a little bit more of a grippy bristle brush, I can get less fallout. Looks like I'm achieving the look. I'm going to use my finger for a little bit more of a bam effect. Both Kelley and I are team brush, but sometimes we are learning, sometimes the finger is needed. Just look at the difference that it makes. I will still take this brush right here and just fan in a little bit of that pink. There you go. Lastly, take some of that Give Me the Dirt shade and then just line up here on the top part of my waterline just to ground the look a bit, using the Refer 29. I started out with a shader brush, but it's really not giving me the definition I'm looking for. Favorite mascara, the Extension Effect Mascara by Makeup Geek, and just coat the lashes. And we are done. Also, I'm going to leave my referral code for Makeup Geek down below, so if you are interested in placing your very first order with Makeup Geek, you can do so and use my referral link, and you will save $10 off on your first order. I got you back. And I will see you guys on the other side. Okay, this is the completed look. I just went ahead and put on my Makeup Geek Extension Effect Mascara and completed the look. I think we achieved a soft, spring, floral, almost ethereal looking eyeshadow look, and I was really happy. I will say this, Kelley and I have been talking back and forth over this video, and I saw her look and it is just so dreamy. It's so beautiful. I can't wait for you guys to go check out her channel and see this look and see the shadows that she picked out for this particular palette. Spoiler alert, she's got Cleonda. Oh my goodness, it's just, they were so beautiful, so rich, and it's so vibrant. It captures the Blossom palette as well. So go check out her page and check out this video and go see what Kelley from Keep Beauty Real interprets the Blossom palette to be. Okay, so final thoughts on this palette. I love what Angela Collinson dreamed up and shared with us on Instagram. I am so honored that she shares her pages. I'm going to leave her link down below. You can go check her out. She's so wonderful and she's so active in her community. I'm so glad to have you around, Angela. Thanks so much for all your hard work, and I'm so glad that you gave me all of the tools and resources, and I mean, all I did was stick the eyeshadows up here. That's all I did. So thanks so much, guys. And also, thank you so much to Kelley for collaborating with me on this. I cannot wait to see you guys in my next video. Bye.